Well, hi, and here we are in a familiar location for many of you. But if you don't know, we're up at People's Jewelers up in the mall, and we're talking to Verna about upcoming theater. The Moose Jaw Community Players are doing another production this year in conjunction and sponsored partially by the Waccamaw Rotary Club. So, Verna, welcome back to the show.
Thank you so much for having us again.
We've moved a location since last year when you were here with us.
We have almost 10 feet.
That's great. Now, of course, the Moose Jaw Community Players is doing very well with the plays they choose and the cast. It's a very vibrant and active group.
Yeah.
And you moved to town and became part of that. So tell us a bit about the group right now, where it sits in the function of the world.
The group is like a nice big family that we have going. When I first came to Moose Jaw from my previous group, we had a huge group and a huge following, and then I moved here in Balgony with Tumbleweed Theatre. And then I come out here, and the group was quite small and trying to reestablish itself. And Jared Jeanson had a big hand in getting a lot of that going and getting people's trust in our group again. And then I kind of came in and filled in a few more shoes. And so we went from a cast and crew of about 4 people to now I have about 40 people I can pull from. So it's wonderful. We have people from all walks of life. Some are retired, some are still working, some have tons of experience, some have never done anything like this before in their lives. So it's wonderful.
And that's for sure. You mentioned about it, it's been revitalized, and not only in Moose Jaw in the community, but in the Saskatchewan community of theatre, which is SCTI in fact. But it's Moose Jaw is gaining a very good reputation for producing good works with good people.
Yeah, we did. We held the full-length festival here in Moose Jaw about 5 years ago, and that was a big kickstart for us to be able to do that and show that we got some great people here and a huge beautiful community and the May Wilson Theatre of course is gorgeous, and then we've gone to a lot of these full-length productions and competitions, and we've been really quite successful with different awards and things that we've been given and feedback from colleagues that do the same kind of thing, and so it's really been a very positive experience all the way around for everybody.
So let's talk about this upcoming production, because it's written by a Canadian.
Yes, it is.
And but tell me the storyline behind it, please.
It's written by Norm Foster, who is an amazing Canadian playwright. I love his work. He wrote a story about a man who is recently divorced, and he's feeling pretty negative towards women, and nothing goes right for him, and it's just nothing's ever going to go right. And so over the course of the next 20 years, several people move into the apartment next to him, but 3 specific women impact his life in a very different way that you wouldn't expect to have. And so there's a really nice story to it, but there's also a lot of very awesome comedic moments. So it's quite a fun little dramedy.
And you've made some modifications to the script with the consent and the guidance of the author.
Yes, I did ask him. He originally wrote it for one man to play the role of John, who is disheartened with life and women. And then I look at our crew and our cast, and there's so many who want to be involved. And I thought, geez, I wonder if he would let us do this with 3 different men playing the same part. And then, of course, challenging ourselves for a competition to be able to have the audience believe all the way through that this is the same man that we're speaking about. He's just aged over time. And so the difficult thing has been making sure these men all have the same mannerisms and they all point to themselves in a certain way when they tap their head or those kinds of things. So that's been a bit of a challenge that way.
You're a good challenge for the actors.
Yeah, it's been really and so much fun, and the dynamics between each of the guys and the gal who's on that act, because it's a 3-act play, has been a lot of fun. So the casting has worked out really well, and it shows definite growth with this gentleman, because we all know that catharsis in life doesn't happen in 5 minutes. Things happen over the course of time.
Who are the members of your cast?
We have, in our first act, we have Brandon Flegel and Cheryl Murdoch. They've both been involved in the past. And then in Act 2, we have 2 newcomers, Conrad Barron, and Tracy Wilder. They haven't really been involved too much at all. Conrad has done like a bit just stand there kind of part in a couple of things before, but nothing really in any major speaking role. So that's been a challenge for them, and they're having a great time. And then the final act is John Berger and Tara Gish, and they've been involved for numerous years too. So
Well, good, yeah. When you mentioned Conrad, I kind of smile because this is one of the instances where the child led the parent.
Yeah.
His daughter is very involved with theater,
Yeah.
and she's a stage manager and very good one. And so he always was going to the plays, and he'd be watching, and he kind of got into it. And then you guys, he was in Vanya's production of Fiddler on the Roof, and he likes it a lot. And now he's become a real thespian. It's kind of neat because he's an armed forces guy,
Yes.
and so that's nice. And the other people, of course, what a nice combination of pairings you've done.
yeah, I think so. And Conrad's really cute because I got him talked into doing stage managing last year with the assistant being his daughter Janessa, and they did so well, and now this year he's having to learn all these lines, and it's like, oh my god, can I be stage manager again?
And you have to know everybody's part then.
Yeah, he's having so much fun though. I think he's having a good time.
And what about who's stage managing this show?
Well, the stage manager is Steve Flagel,
Okay.
and he's been involved with a couple of our productions before, and he's been involved in Saskatchewan Express for many years as well. So he's quite a talented young man. And our set has been built and constructed by Tara, who's actually one of our actors. She's amazing. She can build anything. I told her, this is what I need, and I don't know, use duct tape and glue or something, and we'll come up with something. So she's built a beautiful
Where
set.
have you been rehearsing? Where have you been doing?
Actually, Diversified Services has been amazing to us. One of our light guy, or not our light guy, the sound guy is John Paul Hickey, who works there. He's one of the directors there, and he's allowed us to use their cafeteria space as well as another space within there to build our set and do the painting. And so Diversified Service has been really good to us. And last fall they helped us build our set as well. So it's very nice for us not to have to do that in a cold garage.
Exactly. Now, let's talk about the relationship between the Waccamaw Rotary Club and the Moose Jaw Community Players.
Now this is our fifth year that we've done this in conjunction with the Waccamaw Rotary Club. They come looking for a fundraiser, and we offer this option for them, and it's just been a great pairing every year, and we really enjoy doing this for them. And they like the fact that we put on a clean, family, kind of oriented play that gets them some nice money in their coffers as well. I know they've used it in the past for their polio work that they've done and different projects that they have, so we're more than happy to jump in there.
Let's talk about where and when. We haven't told everybody. Everybody's saying, what? Where and when does this take place?
We will be at the May Wilson Theatre on April 11th and 12th, and the show starts at 8 o'clock. Tickets are $20 a piece, and they're available at the box office down at May Wilson. And then we're also going to be taking it on the road, and we're going to Moss Bank for their Easter supper show on Sunday, April 13th. So anybody who's out in that area is welcome to get tickets, and there's tickets all around town in Moss Bank for them to get them there as well. And then the following week, during Easter week on April 23rd, is when we perform at the competition
And where is that going to be this year?
in Swift Current.
Okay. They have a nice theater. It's kind of
Yeah.
it's downtown and it's quiet, and all of a sudden there's this beautiful space to work in.
Yeah, no, we're excited to go there. It'll be the second time that I've been there and the first time for a lot of our team. So it's always beautiful theaters are fun to play in.
Yeah, exactly. And Swift Current has always been good hosts too. So that's
Yeah, they got a great group.
What plays are being done besides that?
We have several. I can't remember the name of all of them. There, a few had changed. Then we had one group had to back out. So there's actually only 6 groups going this year instead of the regular 7. But there's lots of. They're all comedies. It's what's going on there this time. So there's going to be some great fun competition from all
Any
over
night
the
that
place.
you go, you're guaranteed to have some
It's
fun.
not going to matter. You're going to have a great show for sure.
Well, we're into our last couple of minutes here, so let's just refresh people's minds that Waccamaw Rotary and Moose Jaw Community Players are staging this wonderful play, and people can get tickets. Can they get them in advance?
Yeah, it's here on the flight path, and they're available at the May
We didn't
Wilson.
even mention. What's
The play is called Here on the Flight Path by Norm Foster, and the tickets are available at the May Wilson Theatre or from any Waccamaw Rotary Club member or from any Moose Jaw Community Players member. The Friday night show, all the proceeds go to the Rotary, the Waccamaw Rotary Club, and the Saturday show is going to help us as the Moose Jaw Community Players to offset the costs of going to Swift Current.
It costs a little bit. It's only
does.
109 miles or something. But yeah.
It does. Well, just hotel rooms for all the people and cast and crew alone is several $1,000s. So it's we hope to fill the theater to offset those costs.
For sure. Well, Verna, thank you for taking time out of your busy day here for our annual meeting, talking about the place. And I wish you to break a leg in the
Thank you
production.
very much.
And I know that people will really enjoy the opportunity to see some good quality theater in our community.
Yeah, I hope to see everybody there. It'll be great fun.
Well, not everybody, but at least 420.
Well, 800 and 840 because there's 2 nights, right? That's a good chunk.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Wonderful. Thank you.
thanks. And make sure you can get a chance to take that in on April the
11th and 12th and 13th in Mossbank.
starting at
8 p.m. in here at the May Wilson, and it's 3 o'clock at Mossbank. It's an afternoon show.
okay. Glad we got those times down.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, and as we said, have a good time. And when we come back, we're going to be in another location that's celebrating a birthday, and I think you'll be kind of interested in that. So don't go away. We'll be right back.